Hello. I need to do some testing. How is everyone? Gonna need to do a bit of a sound check. Today's been a lovely day, hasn't it? If anybody's been watching the market, probably most of you have. It's been going down like crazy. What's going on? That's why I had to wear buy the dip today. Anyways, after a quick sound check, it's quite a bit of a delay. We'll continue. But yeah, hopefully the sound is working. I'll just quickly continue just to let you know. A quick disclaimer: JBINZALA, I'm no tax advisor, no legal advisor, no financial advisor or such. I'm not anything. I just want to put that out there just before we do continue, as we normally do. And hello everyone. My name is Bhutan, as you can see on the screen. Yeah, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing, and if you're coming back, welcome back. Hopefully there'll be a sound check in a few seconds. I don't know why there's so much of a latency delay. I was testing that out today. Let's check. Sounds good. If for some reason my volume is low, okay, my volume's on max there. Okay. Okay, I think that sounds okay. However, if for some reason the volume isn't good, just let me know. I'm just gonna have to, yeah, I'll leave it there. But if the volume for some reason is low, just let me know. I'll adjust it. I'll try to do a bit of different settings today. But yeah, anywho, welcome back to my series of You're Not Bullish Enough. This is episode 3. I had to look. So as you probably already know, I'm doing live streams and everything now. We've upped the game for a bit. Anyway, I've got a few bits in store for you today. I wanted to go through quite a bit, and hopefully we'll go through that. And then if you obviously have any questions or anything, I'll go through all of that. Anyway, the people are commenting. It's a bit so delayed. Stella, hello. How are you? Hope you're well. If you don't like the sound, just let me know. You're the sound engineer, lol. Garen Official, hello. How are you doing? And welcome to the Discord, by the way, as I've already mentioned on the Discord. And if you guys don't know, I do have a Discord. Garen, I don't know if you even know, but I've got a section there where I do quite a few giveaways and stuff, like every couple of months and stuff. I have it rolling. Right now, I'm giving away a Tangem Stealth wallet. It's a limited edition one, so do have a look. And yeah, you just need to click on participate, and hopefully you're subscribed to me. If you are, yeah, that's the 2 criteria to meet. So anybody else, do join my Discord. It should be in the description below. And yeah, join the community. Let's have a chat. I will just go on there and have a chat with everybody. I like it. It's like a little small little community. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? Cool. So that should hopefully. So funnily enough, these glasses are polarized. These are prescription glasses, by the way. I'm wearing it because of a specific reason. You look like a mafia boss with the sunglasses. Yeah, no crime here, mate. Ex-police officer, if you guys didn't know. Hello. Sorry about the sipping. Wow, my whole voice has changed. Anyways, let's see what I'm showing. Am I showing the correct stuff? Yes, I am. So that's hopefully good. It's such a delay, as I said. Anyways, let's bypass that and let's continue with everything, shall we? This is my website. Let's quickly go on to this, right? What is that? Why is that showing there? That shouldn't be showing. I'm popping that there. Maybe that didn't show up. I don't know. This is my primal account, guys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So basically, if you do have a NOSTR account, do consider following me, and yeah, I follow back everyone basically. Yeah. Anyway, this is just like the better version of X or Twitter, in my opinion. I'm basically putting this in every stream now because I found out, right, that there's only apparently 20,000 users that use this. That's nothing compared to the world, right, and how many people are on X and stuff. So fully new, I think, well, the protocol and stuff. Watch my previous video, I explain it all there. Anyways, let's go on to some of these here. Was it this? I am not sure now. Let's move on to this. Not that one. It's, oh yes. Oh, so sorry. It's this. Okay, let's start off with this. There's so much moving around. We'll come on to everything. Okay. As you probably already know, there's been such a dip already in Bitcoin, right? So here, Mags, the Scalping Pro. Okay. Bitcoin, if you can't handle a 20% dip, you don't deserve 1,000% pump. I'm showing this why, because let's be honest, the name of this show is You're Not Bullish Enough. I don't think people understand how bullish Bitcoin in the long term is. Short term, it doesn't really matter. Long term is what you need to look at. And yeah, if you can't handle a 20% dip, you don't deserve the 1,000% pump. Let's go on to this, right? Just quickly show you. So here is 2014. It went up. What's that? Right, 850. Came back down. Yeah. And then there was these little dips here. These little dips are 29%, 40%, 30%, 27%, 40%, 39%. But look at the way it went up. 9,920% all the way up, right? That's crazy. Sorry, I'm just checking, just making sure. Okay, sound is okay. Thank you. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sakan. Thank you for joining. Yeah. So, anyways, so it went down the bottom and then it went back up, right? These are known as the banana zone, as we all know. The banana zone, lot. So, but yeah, 19%, 54%, 60%. That was apparently a black swan event. Um, all of these terminologies make me laugh. Black swan, super cycle. Listen, I'm gonna come on to something later, but it's the best asset. It doesn't even matter about all of these black swans, or I don't care about these swans. Do you get what I mean? Um, even though they are protected in the UK, lol, by His Majesty. Anyways, we're going off topic. So Black Swan, Super Cycle, I don't really care about these. I don't really think anybody else should. These are just the jargon in this space that people just keep on saying. I don't know, maybe to real people, and which is fine. I get it. Listen, we all come in somehow, right? There's a saying: you buy at the price that you deserve. Okay, and they peaked up 25% dip here. Overall, at 2,100% up. Okay, and then bottom again, and that was what this the bottom of this bear market. 23% down, 20%, 22, 21, 23. That was the consolidation here, and now it's going down again. Here this guy's already put 1,000%. So what are they saying? They're saying 1,000%. That's what 180k. Yeah, they're assuming that it'll probably get to. Anyways, let's go into the actual real chart, right? So I put this here because I find this so funny. I showed this in my last stream as well, and this is probably what I will be showing as well in the future. Just this long term chart, because I don't really showing TA and stuff. I feel that's a bit maybe in the future I'll come to that if people are interested in stuff. Um, so what do you call it here? Yeah, so this was the bull market of last cycle, and then we're coming on to this, right? And it's all of the year later, as I've always said. The problem here, right? We discussed it last week, not last week, sorry, the last stream, that this is potentially a shooting star, right? A shooting star is a bearish sign. It's happened here, and it goes down. The question is, will it go down? And where will it go down to? So I'll put this little box here, right? Because I think if it did come down, it'd come down to these support levels, okay? So I've said this in my monthly video as well. I don't know if you watch that. So I'm doing a research project. I'm investing £100 into Bitcoin every month, and to basically see if it's basically better than a pension of the norm that people save in, right? A pension, would it be better than that? So yeah, do watch that. I'm already on month 8, and obviously a huge gain already. But yeah, so I said in one of those, I predicted the fact that it might come down here. It potentially might, but if it does that mean that it's a bear market? Do you see what I mean? It's a bit of a deadly one. Um, Even if it is, that's short term, right? But the thing is, long term, I think it's going to go high. Look here, because last week I even talked about the fact that if it doesn't go down, it comes up. It'll at least hit this line, right? And then maybe it'll fluctuate further and go all the way here and then come down and stop. I don't know. Nobody knows. If anybody's saying that they know, they don't. Trading and stuff is psychological, okay? Because there's so many other factors involved as well, which we're going to come to, as you probably already have from the title, Bitcoin Reserve and stuff. Uh, will it play the same way it normally does? I think it will, because that's Bitcoin doesn't need anybody. Okay, we need Bitcoin as a society because of how messed up fiat currency is. Anyways, we'll come off this topic here. Let's come onto this just to show a bit of the market today and just to so you understand how messed up everything is. Why is that not on that side? I don't know. Let's move these a bit. But yeah, it's a red bloody day, right? One of my friends was showing something earlier. I'm just trying to find it. It's never here. He was showing me something that went up by like 30%. It made me laugh, or 38%. But these are all crap coins. They're not. Obviously, some of these have utility, right? Like I'm actually invested in quite a few of these. But what I mean is, majority are like they're crap. They're especially memes and stuff like that. Okay. But anyways, daily everything's red. Weekly, okay, I don't even know what that one is, but yeah, pretty much everything's red. Monthly, pretty much everything's red. Obviously, this is probably like a meme thing. I don't know. I haven't even look at this fart coin. Come on, just by the name itself, we just know it's a meme. But yeah, I don't whatever. This is crazy. It's been a crazy. Though what's crazy is January, February, March is meant to boom, right? Especially because of the inauguration of Donald Trump. Everyone's saying, "Oh, that might go up." I'm gonna come on to a theory, right? Let's just click on here for now. Actually, let's stay here. I want to come on to a theory. So there, everybody's saying, and this is bearish, by the way, my theory, but it doesn't really bother me because I'm a hodler. I hodl long term. My theory is, what what if Donald Trump and stuff? They're saying all this Bitcoin reserve and stuff, and then the whole plot is to get every country or whatever involved invest a lot of money in that, and then they don't even do any of that, and they just dump it all. They don't care about it, and they still put the dollar. Will that really have any impact? We'll find out. I don't know if this theory would even be true. It's just something that I was thinking of like before I came live. I was just thinking like everybody's hyping. There's another saying, right? Sell the news, because a lot of people hype a lot of stuff and then it always goes down. And especially for short term investing, which I don't recommend unless you're trading, right? That's for short term. That scalping name is probably the best name to have there. Anyways, let's go on to the next part here. While you are scared, BlackRock just bought 596 million of Bitcoin. Bullish. Vivek for real is posted this. So I went onto a quick article from CoinGape. I don't know how reliable this website is. Either way, it's saying the fact that BlackRock iShares, the IBIT, yeah, the ETF, recorded over 597 million in inflows yesterday, which was Tuesday. The BlackRock Bitcoin ETF saved the day for bleeding crypto. All that really means, right? Inflow is that much money is coming to BlackRock. If you saw when they initially started their ETF and Grayscale was selling to them, so Grayscale was outflowing high, whereas inflow to BlackRock was high. Yeah, does that matter? What is it overall? ETFs, that's another topic, right? I've got another video coming out on that, or probably already is out. I haven't looked at my schedule properly. But basically, ETFs, I don't listen. In this day and age, you have raw assets which you can own. Okay, in the future, it might only be ETFs that you can own. Only the wealthy few will have raw Bitcoin or Satoshis. Okay, in the future, it's just going to be sats. Nobody's going to be able to own a Bitcoin. Let's be honest. Which average Joe has what? How much is Bitcoin at right now? Whoops, wrong chart. $94,000, right? Let me refresh this. Is that correct? Because I feel like, oh yes, it is. That's fine. Yeah, which average Joe has $94,000? No average Joe has that. That's like, that's coming to the level of property money, yeah, where you can just buy a house or something. And if there were quite a few other charts before that said like 6 Bitcoin now can buy, well, last cycle could buy you a house. Now it's probably gonna be like 2 or something, 3. Do you get what I mean? It's already halving by that. Uh, no pun intended regarding halving itself. Anyways, so this was interesting. This was something interesting that I wanted to talk about because I've had a similar situation, which I've already mentioned in my video regarding the 5 hardware wallets. Sorry, 5 reasons to have multiple hardware wallets. Lol. Anyways, Bitcoin Maxi hodl. My mom just had her bank account frozen because she tried to send a couple grand to a Bitcoin exchange. I don't know if they mean an actual Bitcoin exchange itself, because there are a few Bitcoin exchanges, but they're very good in my opinion, right? But this isn't a Bitcoin exchange problem. Anyways, they cited fraud. She spent 40 minutes on the phone verifying herself and answering a million questions. They have been buying Bitcoin for years. Same bank account, same Bitcoin exchange, yet Combank, a major Australian bank, decided to freeze it. End result, after answering a million questions, account remains frozen. The bank lady said, yes, it's your money, but you signed in the terms that once you send it to our bank, we have authority to do this. Right now, she cannot buy food. It's her only bank account. Forget these banks. Let them burn. And then he's got a Bitcoin burning. Okay. This just proves why we need full control of our own finances. I don't want to dethrone the whole finance world. I still think that has a use case in everyday use. In 100 years, I don't know what technology is going to be there. Probably there won't be any use for it. But banks can still make money from like Bitcoin and stuff. Not ETFs. I mean the actual layer 2 and stuff. But anyways, we'll come on to that another day. But something similar happened to me. So this person's from Australia, right? Um, I'm from the UK, as you probably already know. But I've had several of my bank. Okay, so I'm the type of guy that doesn't just have one bank account. Okay, as I always advise, crypto and self custody, diversify. Okay, don't just have don't have all your eggs in one basket. If you're watching this, um, basically my friend of my last video, I said pies in something, and then later on he was saying to me that didn't you mean eggs? The saying is eggs in one basket, lol, or all your eggs in a basket. But yeah, I got it correct this time. But yeah, anyway, so um, yeah, I don't ever recommend keeping all of your assets in one hardware wallet. In this scenario, I don't also expect anybody to have just one bank account because they have full control over you. I have multiple bank accounts and I've been frozen on multiple. Luckily, I've had few which I can still use because I don't just have a couple. I have extreme amount of bank accounts that a normal person wouldn't, because I know this stuff happens. And the thing is, I work in the industry. Okay, I know which tooling does this. I look after these things. Do you get what I mean? So it's not like I'm doing anything illegal. I know what the criteria and stuff is for this. And the thing is, I've been what do you call it, flagged up multiple times on these banks when transferring money to exchanges, and I've had to answer questions. And imagine, right? It's like an hour of my day that they're taking multiple times because they haven't just blocked me once, multiple times. And the funny thing is, they say that this system flagged it up, and I say, yeah, I know about that system. Our company developed it, right? And we're the one that created it. But so basically, the thing is, these banks will do this, and they don't appreciate you in the sense that they're wasting an hour of your day, right, on that call answering multiple questions, to the extent people, they start asking me, do you know much about cryptocurrencies, do you know this and that. I was thinking like, mate, I've been doing this for so long, like you're questioning me on this stuff. Like, I get it's your job, but come on, you can see that there's no fraud happening. All my money that I get to my bank account is all traceable. It's like the government, everybody knows I don't do any illegal stuff. Everything's legitimate income sources, pay slips for everything. Do you know what I mean? I've got a fiat job as well. Uh, I don't just like create content right now. I don't just create content. This is something I do because I love it. I'm passionate about it. I want to help others. I want to get this out there for people. This is why I create content, right? But yeah, I've got a fiat job and everything, and I love the financial industry, by the way. Just a quick fact about me, lol. I love that, and this is obviously why I love Bitcoin, right? But yeah, so these banks really think that they have control of you. I'm saying they think, but they do. Let's be honest. They can just block you, and you can't do anything about it. Look at this person. They're not able to buy food and stuff. This is really upsetting. Bitcoin fixes this, right? Because if you, for example, Strike, I'm going to be promoting them because they're very, very good. You can use them to pay for stuff, pay for gift cards, this and that, and buy it. And don't worry, everything is logged, and so obviously there's reports sent out and stuff. But yeah, this is just mind-boggling that I don't want to say I'm glad that other people experiencing it, because I thought it was maybe just a me thing. But the thing is, this is what's going to cause more frustration to the banks, and then everybody's gonna go onto Bitcoin, which is probably the best outcome, right? Everybody to go into decentralized parts. Um, but yeah, anyways, I thought I'd just share this with you because I thought this was very interesting. I've got my own life experiences about this, and yeah. Anyways, let's move on. So this is what I wanted to move on to. So I was actually talking about Rajat Soni the other day, and I forgot his name, but this is him, right? He posted a picture which is really good, right? So this is meant to be like brick and mortar, right? Investing in properties and stuff. It's scarce, yeah, land and stuff. Durable, yeah, to a certain extent. You can still drive a car into it. Verifiable supply, correct. Gold, it's scarce, yes. Durable, yes. International, yes, because it's recognized internationally. Fungible, yes. Divisible, correct. Fiat, right, or the dollar. Portable, durable, fungible, and divisible. Now let's come on to Bitcoin. Sorry to shout if I broke any of you guys' ears, lol. Um, Bitcoin. Look at this. It ticks every box. It's scarce. It's uninflatable. It's portable. It's durable. It's international. It's a fungible, divisible, verifiable supply. It's decentralized, and the main thing, unconfiscatable. What does that mean? There's a saying where people can just say that they went on to a boating trip and they've lost their keys, because basically nobody can take your Bitcoin off you, especially if you have stuff like multi-sig. Okay, I've got a video coming out on that. I've got so many videos, don't I? But anybody that's keen to learn and stuff, 100%, I've got videos coming out on these things to help you learn, help you understand this process, and make that step easier for beginners to come into the space, because I believe that this space is the future. Okay, DeFi, decentralized finance and stuff. This is the future. Tokenization, Web3. Anyways, we'll see, right? I don't know what you guys' opinion of this is. Hopefully, I'll come to you. Do let me know what you think of all this. I think is the best, and this is just fact. Okay. Uh, anyways, I wanted to come on to something called an executive order and go through that. So there's a lot of saying that there's potentially going to be an executive order that's going to be put out once Donald Trump is inaugurated. And yeah, what is an executive order? It's basically an instant law, okay? But let's go through it here. One of the most common presidential documents in our modern government is an executive order. Every American president has issued at least one, totaling more than, as of this writing, 13,731 since George Washington took office in 1789. The media reports of changes made by executive order or executive order to come rarely explains what the document is or other technical details such as why or how. They seem to be instant law and at times steeped in controversy. Here, teaching legal docs. Okay, so this basically is the company, American Bar Association, just explaining it. But yeah, so an executive order is basically instant law. So what are people saying? People are saying the fact that the Bitcoin strategic reserve potentially. So I basically watched a video of Jack Mallers, right, the owner and founder of Strike. He was saying something related to this, the fact that potentially, if Donald Trump basically does an executive order, then they'll just buy Bitcoin. Doesn't matter about price. They probably won't buy a million straight as they want to. Probably buy like 200-300K, but that's bullish, right? That's a very bullish news. Now the question is, do they buy OTC, which they will? That doesn't really impact price on exchanges now, does it? Because the fact is, we need to come on to this topic here. Okay. Uh, I don't know if you guys remember this. This one's in from July, right? Germany, they sold 50,000 Bitcoin for when it was at 57K. But they did this on exchanges. What did that do? That had a direct impact on the live price right now. So when I say live, I mean this price right here. Okay, it had a direct impact of it going down. That's the sell pressure, right? When it's being sold, it'll go down. The difference between OTC and this is OTC buys it directly off miners or anybody that's trying to sell Bitcoin directly to a person, peer to peer, what Bitcoin was designed for. So, for example, if I were to sell you a Bitcoin, rather than making a Binance account, for example, and then depositing and trying to sell it there, and then trying to get my limit order or whatever. OTC, over the counter, is when somebody basically says, "Yeah, I want to buy 200,000 Bitcoin. I'll give you this much for it." So right now, for example, I believe they sell at a premium rate of 15%. But let's say, for example, the order of 200K, that's a lot, right? Somebody might want to sell that. When I say somebody, I mean probably a mining company, right? Especially a US mining company or something. They want to make their profits. They want to sell. Now, say for example, this is at 90K. I'd say I want 200 at 80K. Will anybody sell it to me? And if they get a buy, they get buyers. Sorry, they get sellers. They'll buy at 80,000 pound, sorry, $80,000 rather than 94, which over over the what do you call it? The slippage or the difference is a lot overall. It's billions. Does that make sense? So yeah, I personally think they'll probably buy via OTC if they did do an executive order. Regardless of executive order, they will. Because look at Michael Saylor, for example. Michael Saylor buys of OTC. You don't really notice anything that happens. I know Peter Schiff and stuff who keep, or Schiff or however you say his name, he keeps mentioning the fact that, oh, it's Michael Saylor that's getting pumping the price up. I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong, by the way. If I am, can somebody comment down below? Maybe I don't know how OTC works. And you've got 10 million Bitcoin, lol, half supply. You've got a lot of Bitcoin and you know about it, right? Or maybe you've tested it out, you played around. I don't know. Do comment down below if you believe I'm incorrect here. But that's from my understanding, right? From my research that I've done. But yeah. Anyways, let's come on to one of the bullish topics here. Bhutan, right? Basically, they've got their own Bitcoin strategic reserve, right? So, Bhutan's new special administration region today announced its intention to recognize digital assets such as Bitcoin, Ether, BNB, which is the Binance chain, as part of its strategic reserves, making the special administrative region SAR one of the first jurisdictions to officially hold digital assets as part of the strategic reserves, which is absolutely amazing. So this is the second country, I believe. So El Salvador was number one. Bhutan's number two now, right? Uh, the bit of odd thing is that they're collecting ETH and BNB as well. Bitcoin is scarce. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about these two. Listen, I'm all the way for Bitcoin. I'm not. By the way, I hold these stuff here, just for full disclosure and stuff. Do I? Am I gonna hold it? Okay, there's some ETH that I'm gonna be holding for probably next 20 years, just to see where it goes. I don't really care about it. But basically, yeah, are these long-term holds besides my like main hodl bag? No. Okay. Um, these are not long-term holds. I would sell them per cycle. Okay, sell them every bull cycle and then rinse and repeat. Buy more Bitcoin. That's the process, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new to this, but yeah, strategic reserve, excellent. The second country. Look at this. So, this is talking about El Salvador and Bhutan. The nation state Bitcoin adoption to drive crypto growth in 2025. Fidelity is also given statistics out. Countries are expected to add Bitcoin into the national strategic reserves in 2025, kicking off significant growth in the crypto market. Fidelity Digital Assets said in its latest research paper. We anticipate more nations, state central banks, sovereign wealth funds, and government treasuries to look to establish strategic positions in Bitcoin. Listen, that's amazing. So, Bhutan and El Salvador, right? They're the two that have it. Look at this here. Country government. The United States currently holds 198,109 Bitcoin worth 20 billion. By the way, that was confiscated regarding Silk Road, I believe. That was illegal activity and stuff that are happening. China holds 190,000. They're really close. United Kingdom 61,000 seized again. Ukraine, what? Ukraine has 46,000. I'm not going to go into politics here. Anyways, Bhutan 11,600. El Salvador 5,900. Amazing. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, some of these haven't actually made it. They're like legal tender, like their own strategic reserve. Bhutan and El Salvador have. The funny thing is, right? Bhutan was doing it like undercover, then they got caught out. But yeah, I did want to quickly come on to something else, which was here, I believe. Look at this. Just this is amazing. Let's quickly look here. Okay, U.S. Fed printing money could spur Bitcoin rally in Q1 2025. Right. Before we go into the other part, Bitcoin could benefit for more than 612 billion, as I've already mentioned. Right. Sorry, I didn't mention this. I am now. So what does that mean, right? Bitcoin could benefit from more than 612 billion in new liquidity during the first quarter. So first quarter is the first, uh, what, 3 months, right? 4 months. Yeah, 3 months. Sorry. Yeah. So what it is that basically means I think I believe the market cap right now of Bitcoin is at, let's have a quick look at market cap, 1.5 trillion. That's 600 billion added, that's 2 trillion, right? So that's what, 25%. So yeah, that's 25% of that, so that's potentially another, let's say 20,000 added pound, right? So that'll be around 96,000 pounds, and that's, yeah, that does go to around $130,000 as many people have been predicting. uh, that's Q1. I personally think, right, Q1 will be April. If you're shorting it, right, I would always say long-term hodl. But if you're dying to short and just make a quick buck, I don't know, maybe it's gonna help you in life. Maybe you just want a property or something. Do you get what I mean? Something more tangible, that you just want that, right? That's what's gonna make you happy. Yeah, in the long term, you may regret selling it, but whatever. Some people just want to be content, like for here and now, right? I completely understand that. I would personally sell by April. Will it go much higher by October, November? Probably. Listen, you need to evaluate risk. That's a huge deal, right? Risk is something that you need to look at. Anyways, let's come back onto this. I keep going back and forth. Total market cap 112 trillion. Okay, look at this. I love it. Bitcoin is number 7. What? This is wrong. This should say 1. Oh, sorry. That's 1.5 trillion pounds. It's at 1.8 trillion dollars, right? So Bitcoin's number 7. It's gonna take a quick pump to go above Amazon, and then look how close these are, right? Then the next hurdle is these two, these three actually. You can do that in one go, right? And then gold is the biggest one that it needs to take over. I don't think it's gonna take over. It'll probably come just below Apple, or just maybe even number 2. This bull run. I don't. I listen. If that doubles, right, that's 3.6. Yeah. Let's just say it goes a bit higher than 3.6. That's what, 108k Bitcoin, 190k, let's say. I think that's realistic. I've even said that I think that Bitcoin's going to go to around 240 to 300k. So that's going to obviously come to number two. Will it though? We'll find out. Nothing's for sure, right? But anyways, so these are just interesting things to look into. As you guys obviously probably already know, um, this whole show and stuff that I'm doing here is to basically go through interesting stuff that I see throughout me just on social media throughout the week. I'm always on social media and stuff, and I just want to share stuff, share things with people. Um, I'm just gonna move on these things now, and we'll come on to like the questions and everything, and we'll have a chat. But yeah, so I personally think, right, these are topics that I'm bringing up over time. Hopefully, will meet the titles. You're not bullish enough, because I personally think this is probably the most bullish asset in the world, Bitcoin. It's crazy. We're so early as well, by the way. Don't think that you're late if you're coming in like now. You need to understand two things. Do you want to hodl, or do you want to make quick money? If it's quick money, you're very late into the cycle, right? Um, so you could probably make double your money, but high risk. But Bitcoin long term, it doesn't matter when you buy. I'm always buying. I mean, it's just standard practice. So something to definitely look into. And let's come on to the comments, and let's go through if anybody had any questions. Hopefully, it is showing the correct things here. Um, anyways, sounds like a long term is what matters. So, as Stella said here, thanks for the comment, Stella. Long term is what matters. Thank you for agreeing with me. I appreciate it a lot. Nah, but seriously, long term is what matters. Uh, I this is one of the reasons why I'm doing the research project as well. First and foremost, I would do want to do a PhD and stuff in the future. This isn't PhD related, but basically, if you're not going to be putting a lot of money now and you don't have a lot of money, let's just say you put in what 5,000, 10,000, doubling that, yeah, 20 grand. Is that really life changing? No. 30 grand, nah. 50, nah. 100, is it really life changing? I don't think so. What you want is generational wealth, right? Keep accumulating over the next 20 years. Then look at what it is. I've predicted, right? This is the first time I mentioned this, by the way. You know that the 10-year project I'm doing regarding putting £100 a month. I want at least 0.05 Bitcoin, if possible. That's 5 million sats. Imagine Bitcoin, as Michael Saylor and all these guys do say that it's going to go to 13 million a coin. Let's just say 10 million for easy math in my head, right? 10 million a coin. What's that? £500,000 for, so, okay, 10 million pound, right? Which is 13 million dollars. 10 million pound a Bitcoin. That's around 500,000 for what? If we do 100 times 12, that's 1200. 1200 times 10, that's £12,000 I've put in of fiat for 500,000. That's ridiculous, right? Think about it. Think about the gains long term. 20 years, yeah, I'm going to be old. If you're already 70 now, why not? I wouldn't recommend putting it in for 20 years. Hopefully, you've already accumulated some wealth. If you haven't, yeah, there's other ways to do things, right? But maybe you want to leave it for your grandkids or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely something to look into. Okay. I'd I'm a long term hodler, and I know many long term hodlers. Anyways, Sir Dogan, logarithmic logarithmic chart is useless in the long run. It shows less movement in the long run. I don't even look at all of these charts, uh, but yeah, I agree. At the end of the day, it does show less movement, and thing is, we're not factoring in what's happening in real life as well. That's propelling it further. Like this, who would have thought that this is going to become, uh, what do you call it, a strategic reserve for a country? That's a nice thing to even put out there, like Cynthia the Senator did in the Nashville 2024 Bitcoin conference. So what's pretty interesting? Do you know what? Yeah. Second, I just realized all this time I've been leaning forward. I said that I wasn't going to lean forward because apparently my face comes much darker when I lean forward, and this is how it's actually meant to look. Anyways, so a logarithmic chart. Yeah, I don't. People think like, oh, how much is Bitcoin going to get to? The people. The problem is people are looking for quick money. This probably will be the quickest way to get money, but you need to invest in the bear markets, right? You can't just invest in the bull, and I don't know what's going to happen in the future. All I know is I'm all in. Okay, Bitcoin is the future in my opinion. And there's fart codes everywhere. Yes. When I think that some people purchase, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Stellar. When I think that some people purchased Bitcoin in 2012 for $20, and so now it's 90. It's just mind blowing. Whoever would have thought that the digital money that they're printing, not printing, sorry, that they're mining, you could call it printing, lol, but it's actually proof of work, so they're working for it. Anyways, let's not go into the technicalities. But yeah, printing. Sorry, I'm obsessed with the printers, lol. But yeah, the Bitcoin that people are mining, who thought that it'd go to it went to $108,000. Okay, it's 94 now. 108,000. Oh no, we've crashed to 94,000. Do you get what I mean? We've crashed. There's a awesome video regarding some guy saying, "Oh, it's gone up. Oh, we've crashed. Oh, it's gone up. We've crashed." But every time it's crashing, it's higher than what it was in the previous bull. Does that make sense? So at the end of the day, nobody thought about this. And we imagine this is another huge thing to think about. We can't predict the future. We don't actually know what's going to happen in the future. Is Bitcoin going to be 13 million? Why couldn't it not be more? If it's the true uh, store of value for the whole world, a strategic reserve worldwide, first world countries are obviously going to have the most, and then the third world countries are going to have less, right? Why can this not be something that's for the whole world, which means it's just going to increase in value over time. The volatility will definitely decrease, but overall it will increase in value because of the fact that everyone needs it. It's backed by countries now. Do you get what I mean? So it's definitely something to think about, especially if you're new. And this is targeted mainly at people that are new and people that are already in space, just to discuss stuff. Anyway, Stella again. I hate exchanges, but I have to use them. Sorry, but I have used them. This what sucks. So yeah, so sadly, to on and off ramps, we have to use exchanges. You can use what do you call it, KYC free other platforms, but the thing is the rates ain't the best right now. You want to accumulate most, especially if you're hodling. Does KYC matter? What do I mean? If I'm not buying and selling right now, whatever, if I'm just going to buy and sell in 20 years, why does KYC matter? It doesn't. Accumulate Bitcoin for the cheapest price so you can get it out and accumulate as many sats as possible. That's what I believe. To the extent, right? Not this month, but the following month. You'll see my 30th, the video that I released on 30th, the research project. I'm actually changing where I'm buying my Bitcoin from. Not this month's video that's going to come out, because I've already deposited money on that, and to withdraw it's costing me money. So whatever, I'm just going to buy Bitcoin on that, and then from the following month I'm using a different platform. You can obviously see that this was a quick what do you call it, a prequel into that. Sircan. Search BTC to try on Google and click max graph. Let me see what that is quickly. Search BTC on Google and click max graph. I don't know what that's about. BTC. I think he means the actual BTC Bitcoin chart max. Oh yeah, I believe he's just showing. It was just showing how much it was purchased at. If I'm wrong, by the way, just re-comment back, and then hopefully I'll try to see what that is. It should be 1.97 T by Stellar for Bitcoin. Interesting. Second, whether Bitcoin drops to 0 or rise to 1 million, I will continue. Okay, I have to put this here. Second, you and I are very similar in this way because I don't really care if Bitcoin goes to 0. On my last video, I talked about one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. The fiat doesn't matter. Bitcoin is the asset where you can just transact. Does that make sense? Who cares about fiat? Fact is, I can just pay you. How much do you value Bitcoin as? So say if I wanted to buy a property off you, you want to sell it to me for Bitcoin, right? Are you happy with that? If you are, yeah, I'll give you a Bitcoin. Oh, you want dollars, this and that, that's different, right? You're valuing it to fiat. Once it gets to a stage, I don't think it'll get to a stage where it's only Bitcoin that everything's valued at. There'll always be another underlying way to transfer as well. Because I was thinking about it the other day, right? Layer 2, for example, the Lightning Network, that's instantaneous, doesn't really cost anything to transfer. It does it instantaneously, right? So the thing is, with doing on chain, that's very costly. There was this thing regarding UTXO. Then if you have like less than 1,000 Bitcoin, sorry, 1,000 Satoshis, it's going to be redundant. You can't really use that. And I commented on someone's thing saying, why is that? Because realistically, right now, if people are willing to pay sats per petabyte, 7 or 3 or whatever, which is very low compared to the bull when it's around 30, 40, 100, 200, right? Why should you not be able to use that 1,000 sats? Some people said basically the theory is that it won't ever go down to those low amounts. I don't agree with that personally. Even if it's on a global scale, there'll always be peak times and non-peak times. We'll find out, obviously. This is all opinion based. Nobody knows the future. We can only try guess what can happen. Anyways, yeah, so if Bitcoin does go to 0, whatever, it doesn't matter, as I said. By the way, Stella, by the way, which countries currently hold the larger Bitcoin reserves? As we've already mentioned, and if you've watched the video, to anybody new, Stella, obviously you've been watching it, but anybody that just skips to the Q&A section of my content and streams, it was the USA and second is China. But yeah. Anyways, second, I love BTC Rainbow Graph. Okay. Love the best chart. Can you check Rainbow Graph? Let me see. BTC, hold on, sorry. BTC Rainbow Graph. Let's see what that is. Rainbow chart. Hopefully this is the right website. Oh yes. Okay. Let me just show you this, just so you can see there. Hopefully you can, and let me just take that comment off. Just so there we go. You can hopefully see it. So the Bitcoin Rainbow price chart. Second says that he loves this. Why? Because when you look at this, it's obviously got the key here, maximum bubble territory, sells. Basically, this gives you an indication of when to sell, when to buy. Right now, it's saying that is this live now? Yes, it is. It's saying right now you should still accumulate, it's still cheap. And basically, when it goes into the reddish zone, you should sell it. Okay. Orange is FOMO. So basically, this is cheap right now. That's what it's saying. This is a log scale. I like this chart as well. Actually, it's very colorful, and I can actually see it while it's wearing these glasses. But yeah, look here. What's interesting is when it hits the peak, people sell. So that means look here, right? This was the last bull cycle. It just went into orange. So does that mean if it'll go into orange now, you should sell? For anybody that wants to sell, right? Is this a bubble? Or are you going to wait till red? Some people saying that it's just going to go to yellow from what I can see. I don't know. I These are just tools. Let's go back onto the camera, right? These are just tools to help us try and predict what we think is right and what's wrong. Okay, there is no right and wrong. There are some people that predict stuff and comes correct, but realistically, there is no right and wrong. Do your own research, invest safely yourself. Okay. Anyways, Stella, we are gonna keep buying BTC Bitcoin forever, lol. Hell yeah, that's Circle says. I agree. Um, I want to hear the sound of Newton's cradle behind. Lol, Circle said. I want to hear the sound of Newton's cradle behind you. I'm shocked that you guys can even see that. You know that. It's quite. I have to look behind and stuff. Lol. But yeah, so Newton's cradle. Maybe I'll make a unlisted video for you, Serkan, and then you can see that privately, lol. Um, that's funny. Anyways, Kumberi, hi there. Welcome to this podcast, lol. This stream. I should do a podcast. Anyways, Kumberi says, hello, interesting. Saw a tweet about BTC owning exchange being the best strike. Kumberi, as you've already mentioned this now, right? I have to say it. Thank you for everybody that's watching this video. Why? Because as you can see that this is like live content, and you guys will get a bit more of me, how I am, without like me, or okay, did this screen happen properly, let me see, oh yeah, I need to retake that. Do you get what I mean? This is pure live, there's mistakes, whatever, it's natural. Strike, you've come onto that. That's basically what I'm using. That's what I am going to be using from March. Okay, for my BTC. I'm going to explain why in that video. I'll give you a prequel here. It's the best. Um, Jack Mollers is the owner. I've got another video that I'm planning to create regarding the fact that even though it's a great platform, it's still an exchange, right? So take your Bitcoin off it. Don't like hodl your Bitcoin on an exchange. But yeah, that tweet is correct, mate. Strike is one of the best Bitcoin only, specific for Bitcoin. Why? They have free withdrawals. They've got a DCA process where you can dollar cost average hourly, weekly, bi-weekly, daily, or monthly. And after the first 7 days, it's free. You don't pay them a fee for it. Jack Moll's legend, okay, he's a legend for this. He's basically done it so people can start DCAing in and then withdrawing it for free as well. And you can also set up auto withdrawal. I'll obviously go through it properly in my video with that. I'm also going to be making a video regarding buying Bitcoin on it, and that's probably going to be my first video when I do use that. So yeah, definitely look into Strike and do subscribe to my channel. Click on that notification bell button because you'll see a video pop up soon of how to buy with Strike. Anyways, Kumberi, exactly the concept of what it is. Sorry, the concept of it is what fiat wants to be in the perfect world. I agree. The problem is, right, people are corrupt. People intervene a lot. There's corruption in this world because people are evil. Even if there was a perfect fiat, there is no perfect people besides, my belief, the prophets, right? May peace and blessings be upon all of them. So I don't know if you know, I'm Muslim. So yeah, fiat regarding that, even if there's no perfect human, and I don't know what corruption will happen in the future. What if there's an executive order like there was regarding gold, that everybody that owns raw Bitcoin, the executive order is you need to turn it in. If you don't, you're going to go to prison. There's going to be a lot of full up prisons, right? Or there's going to be a lot of people saying that they dropped their keys in a boating accident. Lol. But yeah, anyway. Coomberry, the oh, thank you. This is a, a a live review of the session. So Coomberry is actually a previous client as well. So basically, I've He's booked my workshops and my one-to-ones. If you didn't know, I've got all my content and stuff on YouTube is for free. So you can get a lot of information there, and I'm always uploading. But if you did need that extra hand, you needed somebody to give you a crash course, get you straight into it, and help you hodl, right? Um, and self custody, understand that, understand what Bitcoin is, understand what crypto is, understand the whole space, Web3. As Kumberry has, thank you for actually giving a review there or saying something about it. I appreciate it, mate. But basically, yeah, I do one-to-one sessions which you can book directly from my website. You can pay with Bitcoin to the yeah. Obviously, if you're in now to buy Bitcoin, I don't know if you need the sessions, but yeah, still, if you had any questions that you need specific to yourself, like I've actually had somebody else recently, not going to mention who, but they basically asked me some questions about multi-sig and how to set that up and the best plan of action for the best security. Obviously, I provided advice for that, and yeah. Anyways, there's so many aspects into this. It's not just of, oh, yeah, you just done the sessions, good game. That's why I have like membership plans and stuff on my website, where you can pay for continuous support, because there's so many questions that come up. When I was studying this, listen, I've lost thousands. Okay, I know people that have lost over like 50K, right, on just mistakes. I'm very vigilant. I triple check everything. That's why I've only lost thousands. Okay, but it happens when you're learning. That's the kind of knowledge that I'm going to be bestowing upon you if you were to book me for a one-to-one. I'm not trying to like sell this and that here, but the thing is that service is there. Check my website out if you're interested in that. Anyways, Serkan. Anyways, Stella, I ain't gonna look at that chart, Serkan. It's sus. Okay, but it works. I don't know if it works. We'll find out after this cycle, right? Um, Second, uh, why does 1 hour seem like 20 minutes in this broadcast? I think JBINZALA is broadcasting from the fourth dimension. You're watching too much of Interstellar, mate. The fifth dimension time, lol. Um, yeah, that's great. Do you know what? Has it been an hour? Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Time is flying, guys. By the way, I don't know if you know that. I think on my first initial video, I said that I wanted to be 30 minutes to 45 minutes, 50 minutes Q&A, 30 minutes of me just talking, and then that's it. The thing is, I love it as well. It's so fun. Thank you, guys. Seriously, Kumberi, Stella, Serkan, anybody else that's joining, commenting, talking, I really appreciate you. Seriously, what upsets me is it's going to get to a stage where if it does get to that stage, which probably ideally would, right? That it's going to become too many comments that I can't even read, and I'll have to favoritize them. Do you get what I mean? But this is really appealing to me. Small, tight knit community. I love it, and I'll probably Stella's actually answer. You guys are already on my Discord. I'll probably be making a separate VIP. Well, there is already one. But yeah, there'll be certain individuals that I'll probably invite into that long term where we all chat. So seriously, I appreciate you guys joining and commenting. I'm glad you're enjoying it as well. It's not just me that you're just trying to support. Stella, I don't know why time flies like Bitcoin price. uh, I remember Bitcoin price is $2,200. See, that's interesting, right? I remember Bitcoin around, actually, no, dollars now, double that. Okay, that's when I remember it. Anyway, yeah, so the fact is, Bitcoin was dollars singular. Do you get what I mean? It's crazy. It's free if you were to use the GPU and mine it. My keyboard broken, bro. A0 English. Yeah, Coomberry lol. Yeah, I remember those days. $3,000. That's exactly what I mean. Like, um, going to bed now. Have a good stream. Yeah, thank you, Coomberry, for joining. And yeah, it looks like everybody's. I've gone through all the comments. 58. I appreciate it. Any last words? Does anybody want to ask anything? Especially because I can see a few people are watching. that haven't commented. If you don't worry about it. It's not a problem. But yeah, if you ever do have any questions, I'm here. I'm streaming. Well, I'm trying to stream twice a week. And yeah, if I do, if you do have any questions stuff, I'm happy to answer it here. That's the main thing. And as you guys probably already know, this is more for me to bond with the community. I appreciate it. Yeah. So, anyways, Stella, guys, don't make me sad by saying I remember the past. Yeah, let's not get sad here, and let's put that there. Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, if you do enjoy this video, this content, the stream, please do consider subscribing. I appreciate it. Um, and yeah, do like the video, share this video, share my channel if you can. It really helps me out. I'm trying to get to the giveaway levels, as you guys probably would know. At 1,000 subscribers, I'm also giving away. So the giveaway is already for the 100 subscriber. I'm waiting for 1,000 to give that 100 subscriber one away from anybody that's participating. It's going to be a Ledger Nano S Plus. So if you guys are interested, like share this and like watch that giveaway video, by the way, because there's different joining criterias. And then obviously I've got the giveaway with the Tangent as well on my Discord. If you want to join that, do consider joining that. But yeah, so lastly, let's not forget, together, let's break free from the shackles of modern slavery. I'll see you all next time. Take it all. Bye bye.